Let's go. You don't.
Get.
You cannot be back here. Let's go.
No.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I need help, please, right now.
Turn around, face the wall, put your hands behind your back. I'm arresting you for misuse of 911.
Ever wondered what happens when a defiant Karen decides to take on the law? Watch as this unruly individual not only tries to flee from the police, but also attempts to fight back, resulting in a dramatic and unforgettable arrest. Let's start with this woman who bites airport police and caused a complete chaos. On February 8, 2022, a woman at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport drew police attention by making obscene gestures and yelling at cars.
They say that female that Ruffin and I had this morning causing a disturbance up on the upper. Let's go. We're on our way to the train, hopefully. Come on, let's go, Susan. Susan, let's go. Let's go. Susan, this way. Let's go. That way. Let's go. She's like very uncooperative, trying to get her downstairs. Let's go, Susan. Let's go. Hey, hey. No.
When officers attempted to approach her, she hid behind the Delta Airlines desk and began to assault and resist them.
Get off.
Let go of me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let go of me. She's fighting me now. Let's go. Let's go. You know what?
When police arrived, Sandra was uncooperative and tried to evade them. The officers repeatedly urged her to move, but she resisted and became increasingly combative.
Sandra?
Right.
Let's go. Don't you bite me.
Get her. Hello? This is fucking. God! 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 Help, God! 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 God!
Despite their efforts to escort her, she fought back, yelling and refusing to comply. The situation escalated to the point where officers called for additional assistance to handle her resistance.
Oh, God!
Her here too. Let's take her.
You want help? You gonna carry out?
Yeah. My glasses are over there. Thank you. My car crosses. Oh, God.
Door 2 upper. Get off the radio. Hold on.
Get my car. It's right across the street. My bag's in the back, throw it in the front.
Is it upper limb?
Yeah, upper.
Okay, let's go.
As the police attempted to arrest Sandra, she became aggressive and bit one of the officers. Amid the chaos, she managed to scratch and injure them, breaking the skin.
She's good. She's good right there.
You gotta watch out. I know. She's fucking scratching me. Oh, she did break skin. This is the same one from this morning, right, Rick?
Let's go. Move it.
Oh, my God!
All right, come on.
The officers called for backup, and another officer brought a patrol car over to transport her. Despite their efforts to control the situation, Sandra continued to resist violently. Eventually, she was taken into custody and transported to jail. The woman, identified as Sandra LaRoe, was charged with resisting arrest, assaulting a police officer. She has pleaded not guilty. According to the report, this female has been frequenting the airport for the past several days without ever purchasing a ticket. She has been sleeping, loitering, and verbally abusing other citizens and police officers when asked to leave and instructed not to return unless she has legitimate travel business. Her actions serve as a stark reminder of the importance of respecting public spaces and the authorities who maintain order. As her case proceeds, it will be interesting to see how the justice system addresses her repeated offenses. Clearly, this was a quite easy case for Karen, but wait until you see this next one where a woman bites cop after calling 911 on herself. On May 11th, 2023, police were alerted to remove a woman who had been in a restroom for over an hour and refused to leave.
You got ID on us?
No.
You don't?
No, why do I need to give you my ID?
Because I'm conducting an investigation. What's your name?
I'm going to report you when I get done, give
Okay,
you the
what's your name?
information that I need, and I'm putting this, I'm telling
What's
you
your
I'm
name?
filming this. My name is Maya.
Will you spell the first name, please?
Hell no, you can do it. Do you need to see my ID?
Ma'am, will
you
you
asked for my ID, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, let me give you my ID so you can
That's
shut
fine.
the fuck up talking to me.
All right, ma'am, you can lose the attitude or I'll just put you in handcuffs.
When officers arrived, the suspect, Maya, refused to provide her ID and questioned the need for it. The officer explained it was necessary for their investigation. Despite being warned to lower her voice, Maya continued to argue and challenge the officer's authority.
Because,
I've already submitted
lower your voice.
documentation
Lower your voice.
to the Justice Department.
Lower
you
your
need to
voice.
get a female here because I
No, I
don't want
don't.
a male touching me.
No, I don't. That's not how this works.
That is how that works.
You're not in control here, ma'am.
Yes, I am.
So, I'm going to tell you right now, you can lower your voice. I'm going to put you in handcuffs and take you to jail for disorderly conduct. Provide me a form of identification.
The officer warned her of arrest for disorderly conduct if she continued. Maya eventually handed over her ID, but kept arguing, asserting she was being recorded and had been compliant. The officer assured her she would get her ID back once the investigation was complete.
What I said was, if
Here
you
you
continue
go.
to yell at me, I'm going to arrest you for disorderly conduct. That's what I said. I don't need to see that. I was standing right here. I said it to you. What I said was...
Hold on, before you continue
I've been
your
recording the entire time. I don't
I'm
care.
recording too.
What I told you was that if you continue to yell at me and try to yell over me, I'm going to arrest you for disorderly conduct.
Continue to come in
I don't-
contact with
ma'am,
you. I don't
I-
want nothing to do with you
I
or
don't
the police
care.
department.
I don't care.
Okay, I know you
I
don't care, but
I'm
I'm
here
telling you.
investigating a suspicious incident
Okay.
that was reported by a city employee.
Mm-hmm.
And by state law, you're required to identify yourself when I'm conducting a legal lawful investigation.
Okay, so I did. I need my ID so I can leave.
Like I said, when I'm done, I will give it to you.
Okay.
The officer informed Maya about city ordinances, including no camping, open container laws outside designated areas like Duval Street, and Park Beach closure times. Maya was warned clearly not to yell or disrupt, with the officer emphasizing consequences if ordinances were violated.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm going to give you some information to help you stay out of trouble in the future, okay? So I'm going to inform you of some city ordinances, such as we have a no camping in the city of Key West. Key West defines camping a little bit differently than other places. Essentially, if you have a barrier between yourself and the ground and or your personal elements, that is camping. It does not matter if you're asleep or not. If you're caught camping, from this point forward, you can and will be arrested. We have an open container city ordinance. If you walk around anywhere other than the Duval Street with open container alcohol, you can and will be arrested. However, if you start acting like an asshat on Duval Street, we can revoke this privilege. It is not a right. Park and beach after hours. All the city parks, all the city beaches. One of the city parks, which you are currently standing in, close at 11 p.m. They do not reopen until 7 a.m. Do you understand? So if you turn around and film this,
I did.
there's
I gave that to my lawyer
ma'am,
yesterday.
stop. Ma'am, I'm only going to tell you one more time not to raise
I'm
your
not
voice
yelling.
at me.
This is how
I
I
have not
speak.
yelled at you.
So don't
I have
ask
not
me any
been
questions because this is
Ma'am,
how I talk.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, I'm being harassed and stopped by the police
Okay.
and I need help.
all right.
They won't leave me
Ma'am?
alone.
Maya persisted in claiming harassment and sought assistance, but was warned again for disorderly conduct and eventually handed back her ID with all warnings noted. The officer attempted to arrest her, who resisted and refused to comply with instructions. She insisted on not being touched and threatened to fight if touched. Despite warnings, she continued resisting and filming the interaction.
I do not want
Ma'am?
you patting me down or anything.
I don't care. That's not how this works.
Okay, so if you touch me, I'm going to, do not touch me.
Ma'am, stop. You're not getting in my vehicle unless I search you.
So you need to call a female. Do not fucking touch me.
That is not how
If
this
you
works.
touch me, I swear to God, I'm going to kick. I'm going to fight. I swear to God. If you touch me, I'm going to fight.
Miss Goldsmith,
Do not touch me. I'm requesting for a female officer.
Goldsmith,
You're going to
in
jail.
fact, you are going to jail.
Okay, let's go. I've been to jail. I know the
Okay?
procedures.
You're not
You got
getting
the
in my
right one.
car. You are not getting in
So
my
you
car
need to
until I-
call for another officer.
No, that is not how this works.
Okay, so I did. So
Miss
you're going to
Goldsmith.
be held accountable.
Miss Goldsmith,
I'm not giving you permission to touch me.
that is not how this works.
Okay, do what you got to do, but I'm not giving you permission to touch
Miss
me.
Goldsmith, separate your feet. Your
No,
hands.
you're not touching me.
Ma'am.
You're not touching my fucking private part.
Eventually, she was restrained, causing minor injuries to herself and biting the officer, which broke the skin. There is a rule when you're being arrested that the louder someone yells about their lawyer, the lower the chances they have won.
You scraped me. I have cuts and bruises. I did not f***ing bite you.
Did I bite myself?
I did not do that.
All over.
You
Stay
lying.
right there.
You scraped me, and I do have injuries.
Ma'am?
You see that shit?
You need to
Don't
calm down.
play with me.
Ma'am?
You threw me to the f***ing ground like a f***ing man.
You tried to elbow me.
Ma'am, I got nowhere near your
That's
right.
the you did.
Stop screaming at me.
You
Stop
pervert.
screaming
You
at me.
pervert.
Miss Goldsmith, stop screaming at me.
Get the from over me
Stop.
like that.
Stop.
Get the
Do
from
not.
over me like
Do
that.
not.
That's better. Get off of me.
Stop.
If you scrape me up, that's more.
Well, you've already elbowed me, bit him.
Because you tried to touch my vagina.
Nobody tried to touch
And you
your
did
vagina,
not get
ma'am.
elbowed. You lying now. You trying to make the
okay.
situation worse. But I got it on camera. I was calm until you tried to touch my vagina. I need a female officer. I requested for a female officer. And I got you on camera doing this yesterday. They did it yesterday.
I don't know.
Did you know that? The police was called yesterday for the same shit. You in trouble, bitch.
Stop screaming at me.
In the interaction, Miss Goldsmith continued to be confrontational and resistant during her arrest. She accused the officers of misconduct and demanded a female officer for the search.
Get the fuck off my skin.
Goldsmith, stop resisting.
Thought I didn't know the law. Anytime a female requests for a female officer, she is supposed to get it when she's in compliance. You thought I didn't know that shit, did you?
If there's a female officer,
You thought I didn't know that shit, didn't you? You going to you in trouble, motherfucker. And I swear to God, I hope they throw your ass in that bitch for a long time. Thought you was big and bad. Now I'm finna show your motherfucking ass who bad, bitch.
Clean it up
Yeah,
with
just
peroxide.
clean it
You want
up.
some alcohol?
Alcohol, peroxide?
yeah, just I don't know what that
I like
is.
alcohol better, but it burns.
Don't put yourself over me like that.
Well, I'm gonna say it because it's the truth and it's
that's
all on
fine.
camera.
It's all on camera. You in trouble. I did not bite you and I did not kick you.
No, you didn't bite me. You didn't kick me. You elbowed me.
I kicked back when he tried to touch my vagina, yes. He went
had
down
his-
there, tried to touch my vagina,
He had his
and I
hand-
went like that.
You don't have to yell. I'm talking.
Okay,
Having a
so
conversation.
I'm letting you know why I did what I did, because you tried to touch my private part.
Okay. Well, it doesn't work like that because we have to wait for our supervisor now.
I want to stand up, because I'm
You're
on
not
the
gonna
clock.
stand up. The best I'll do for you is I'll let you sit up and lean against the wall.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
This is fine.
You're not standing up. That's
That's
that.
fine.
That's just from.
And I have scrapes in the front as well, from them slamming me on the ground.
We'll wipe them off, all right? We'll clean them up.
I'm good. There was another person, when they slammed me to the ground, he was in a truck.
Let's sit her up against the wall.
He was in a truck when they slammed me on the
Here,
ground.
we're gonna
It was a
turn-
man.
We're gonna turn you. Sit against the wall.
Despite her protests, she was informed that no female officer was available and the arrest proceeded. According to the Ohio Revised Code, she may face several charges. Under ORC Section 2921.33, resisting arrest occurs when a person knowingly or recklessly obstructs or resists a lawful arrest. Penalties can range from a misdemeanor to a felony, depending on the circumstances. Additionally, assault on a police officer is governed by ORC Section 2903.13, constituting a felony offense involving causing or attempting to cause physical harm to a law enforcement officer. Moreover, under ORC Section 2917.31, misuse of 911 involves knowingly calling emergency services without a legitimate need or purpose, which can result in misdemeanor charges.
You only arrested me because I called your supervisor on me. That was the only reason.
No, ma'am.
Yes, it was.
Not true. You
And it's on the camera.
didn't
And when
call
they
the
get
supervisor.
here, I'm going to tell them that.
You illegally called 911?
Because this the only damn thing you can do to me is put me in f***ing jail, bitch.
Okay.
It's over for your ass.
We are all trained on how to
No, you're
properly
not going
search
to
females.
search me, 'cause
Okay.
I'm not asking.
You're
I
going to
don't want
find
you.
out. You're going to find out.
All
What's
of
up,
a
buddy?
sudden, on the day that you come to the bathroom
Okay.
to arrest me,
All right, Miss
you
Goldsmith.
don't have a female officer
Okay.
and on
Miss Goldsmith?
on call anywhere. It's a wrap for you, because I'm going to jail, and I'm going to stay in that bitch, too.
Okay. Well, yes, you are.
I'm telling you I want to.
That's
bitch,
fine.
I've been in jail.
That's
you
fine.
stupid. You stupid.
Okay.
Don't you know you f***ing stupid? I'm homeless, bitch. That's a f***ing hotel to me, you dumbass.
Okay.
Seems like this, Karen just landed herself in hot water. After her arrest, she continued to assert her version of events, claiming mistreatment and asserting her rights were violated.
Keep
I
talking,
get
Miss
3
Goldsmith.
meals a day and a bed, you dumbass. That's a hotel to me.
You're just adding to my disorderly charge.
I don't give a I have the right to be upset. You are not God. When he threw me to the ground, he
Okay.
had his knee on my back going like this while
Okay,
I was
ma'am.
on the ground.
Well, here's the problem with that statement is his camera was recording the whole time, which was facing directly toward me.
It don't
so-
matter what you
so
say.
what you're saying
you're
right
trying
now
to feel
is
like
in fact
the victim,
bullshit.
and you are the
Okay.
you are
No,
the
I'm
very
not.
reason I'm in handcuffs. I don't care what your supervisor say. I'm going
Ma'am,
to jail today.
I'm done
And I'm going to
listening to
tell him, I don't care what you say. Your police, I have it
really
on
done
camera.
listening
They
to you.
bother me since I've been here. I've been locked out of bathrooms. Since I've been here, I don't give a what he tell you. I'm telling him I'm going to jail today until I get some help from Washington, D.C.
Despite this, she was informed that she would be taken into custody and booked into jail. The officer assured her that any further investigation would be conducted based on the available evidence.
Okay, so what happened was...
I already know what happened, and it's all on body cam. You were in the bathroom, you didn't want to leave for the janitor.
No, I did leave for the janitor.
He came and tried, well, eventually, but he come to try just to tell you, you know, what goes on here in the city, and then you call 911 for no reason.
No, that's not what happened.
Okay.
I gave them my ID. All of this is on camera as well. I recorded all of this too. And I submitted it to my lawyer back in Washington, D.C. before I got detained.
Okay.
He did ask me for my identification. He asked me for everything, and I gave him everything. So as I was walking away, I called the police. That's when I called the police because I wanted to talk to the sheriff's office.
Why did you
or the
call
chief.
911?
Because I wanted to talk to the sheriff's
911 is for emergency.
I didn't know that. I called that number to talk to get the number for. I'm not from here. To get the number to the sheriff's
So what was
office.
wrong with the police officer telling you the rules about what?
Because I felt like I was my rights were he then tried to lean his hand down and touch my vagina. As I resisted, he picked me up and threw me to the ground and put his knees on my back.
Is that your side?
And that's why I have these scrapes and bruises.
She insisted on having a female officer conduct her search, citing legal requirements. Eventually, she was charged with multiple felonies, including misuse of 911 for calling emergency services without a legitimate reason, and pleaded not guilty.
Keep me in there for a while.
All I'm telling you is it's over and done with. Just go out to the jail, get booked in, and if there's something that I need to do on my end based on what I see on the video, I'll deal with it. Okay? Don't get yourself in any more trouble. No, it doesn't work that way. We don't always have a female to give you. The problem is, I'll deal with it. I'll have a female search you. That way there's no more bad animosity. We'll make sure everything goes back. Just go sit in the car and go for a ride.
Go over here.
So he tried to arrest me for using the restroom. That was the first time that he did what
Well,
he was called.
Ma'am,
He was
see-
trying to arrest me for using the female's restroom.
I'll check and see if he has a valid.
He didn't. That's why he tried to let me go.
Get in, please.
Despite alleging misconduct and resisting arrest, her claims were refuted by body camera footage. Her case is still in progress. Lying to police is never a good idea, but attempting to fight them is even worse. This next case involves an 18-year-old who tried to resist arrest during a DUI incident. On April 23, 2022, law enforcement officers pulled over an 18-year-old woman following reports of a possible impaired driver. Body cam footage reveals that she was observed swerving into oncoming traffic and allegedly colliding with multiple objects.
It was head-on with cars that were parked on Scenic going south, and there was a police officer on the...
Yeah, that was me.
That was you?
Uh-huh.
Well, she was like doing her hair, and then she's like going like...
Like not a care in the world, you know?
Yeah, what kind of errands you running?
You know, grocery shopping, filling bills, just adult things.
Yeah.
To be honest, on the way to pick up on my friend, and because like I don't like doing things by myself because I have anxiety, so I like people coming on rides with me. So I was gonna go pick her up so I can go to the dispensary, get what I need, and then bring it back home. If you want to, I can show you my medical card.
During the initial interaction, the police questioned the suspect about her activities, to which she explained she was running errands and feeling anxious. She mentioned picking up a friend and heading to a dispensary with a medical card. The conversation took a turn when the officers discovered unprescribed prescription pills in her possession, which was also captured on the body cam.
Do you have a prescription for Xanax bars? No? Have you taken any? Alright, hang tight. Get some gloves. Because I believe they're sitting right there in the driver's seat.
We pretty much stay simple.
Ma'am, is your ID in your purse? Alright, I'll get it. I'll get it. Hey, I said I'll get it. Stand over there at the end of your car. Do you hear me?
Okay, but if you were more respectful about it, I'm just saying.
Alright,
if we're all humans here, if you were more respectful about it,
leading to a request for her ID. The suspect became defensive, asserting her rights over her property. The police informed her of the reason for the stop, a report of possible drunk driving, and began further inspections of her vehicle.
I do, because I found friggin' Xanax bars on your driver's seat. If you want to explain something, explain those.
Girl, the fact that you just looking through my stuff. Oh, were they in plain view?
Yeah, your butt was covered.
Okay.
The reason you were pulled over, you were called in as a possible drunk driver, and from the people that were calling in said that you hit multiple things. I haven't been to the other side of your car or really inspected your car yet to verify that. You were found here. She's getting out with you. You were called in as a drunk driver. Okay. Upon contact, she's finding things that are illegal in your car. So this is kind of the development that we're going. Okay. So for right now, while she's doing her job, we're going to give her some space and we're going to go sit at the front of that car. Okay. Okay.
As the officers proceeded to search her car, the police instructed the suspect to sit away from her car due to safety concerns. Despite her insistence and frustration about her rights to record, she was denied access to her phone.
I'm gonna get my phone.
No, you're not. You're staying right here.
Okay, but why can't I get my phone to, like, at least have
You're not getting back in that car until they're done.
Okay, but I feel like I should be able to... It's my right to, like, record anything that's happening in
Everything's
my life.
being recorded right here.
I know, but why can't I record it for myself?
You're not going back in that car.
But why can't I...
You can request this recording.
You can come with me to my car. My phone is right on that seat. One of y'all can come to me to that seat to get my car. To let me videotape, because that is my human right. That is the bare minimum y'all can do. So I can go to my phone is right there. Look behind you.
The conversation shifted to her car's condition, where she mentioned previous damage and missing parts. The officer then expressed suspicions of narcotic influence based on her demeanor and physical signs, suggesting a field sobriety test.
One day I came back from work, was getting off and shit. Mm-hmm. That was missing. That was missing. We have a Chevrolet truck that's in its vintage.
Who's we?
It's my grandpa's old school Chevrolet truck.
Gotcha.
So it's it's a big as And my grandpa got like a Jeep Cherokee that's also just like built in the 1990s, and then they got a sidekick suit. Yeah, do I need to get that fixed?
No, I'm just curious.
Not that I medically seek replacement for it, yes. I mean, medical-wise, might have had a concussion, never went to the hospital.
Have you ever had a concussion?
The suspect discussed her medical history briefly, denying recent head injuries requiring medical attention. The officers suspected that the woman's demeanor and appearance indicated she was intoxicated or under the influence of substances. Consequently, they decided to arrest her. The situation intensified when the woman became hostile towards the police during the arrest, adding to the already tense situation. This young girl was charged with DUI. Penalties for driving under the influence DUI vary depending on factors such as the state and the circumstances of the offense. Typically, penalties can include fines, license suspension, mandatory alcohol education programs, community service, and, in some cases, jail time, especially for repeat offenders or those involved in accidents causing injury or property damage. Under Ohio Revised Code, ORC, Section 4511.19, for a first offense, DUI is typically classified as a first-degree misdemeanor. Penalties can include a driver's license suspension ranging from 1 year to 3 years, fines up to $1,075, mandatory alcohol or drug treatment programs, and possible jail time of up to 6 months. This will be a tough lesson for the young girl to learn. All right, fellas, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and educational contents in the future. Thanks for your support.